In a time on social media when it's full of false narratives and AI-generated content, the truth relies on the help from this channel, loyalty, and betrayal.
It's documentation. Welcome to Loyalty and Betrayal.
Loyalty and Betrayal, what's happening with it, gang? Hey, man, I've been meaning to hit you up. I hope everything is going well with you, for sure.
I forgave Wook, but I can't forgive Randy.
Shout out to fucking Loyalty and Betrayal too. Y'all make sure y'all go over there and subscribe, because I'm not gonna let people keep overdoing her paperwork and shit. She the one who created all this. Nigga, if it wasn't for her, honestly, I couldn't have put together. I'm telling you, nigga. Loyalty and Betrayal. Are you watching? Just inbox me yes, because you put the keys together, so I'm just gonna say it. I was the first nigga that brought up Ken, man, for a reason. And that's why I hate when certain bloggers, they don't be tapped in for real, man. These niggas be informants, and they be tapped in with other informants. They don't be tapped in the streets, bruh. Ken died soon after that paperwork. Zoo died soon after the paperwork. I've been wanting to say this for so long, man. And I'm going to say it because every time I put out a hint, Loyalty and Betrayal put it together, and I can't get mad because I really put it out for anybody. Nigga, I'm telling you, I know for a fact that it was told to me that Jam told on Dirt because he felt Dirt was going to kill him. The feds.
Loyalty and Betrayal. Loyalty and Betrayal, he said he fucked your content.
Hey, Loyalty, fuck them niggas. Like, they don't know what they like, you know, you good in my eye. Like, you know, we chop it up every time. You put a nigga on game. You somebody I fuck with. I fuck with you more than a lot of little fans and shit. A lot of fans that I fuck with. I ain't gonna hold you. Loyalty a good person.
Yeah. Didn't you read the paperwork or something? Like, I thought that you got the paperwork.
Oh, no, some Loyalty and Betrayal. That's another lady, she got paperwork. She dropped the paperwork and she sent it to me. And I covered it a little bit, but she most definitely is like the paperwork channel. Shout her out, by the way.
Loyalty and Betrayal, honestly, is gonna get her flowers because she does her research. She does what she's supposed to do. She's actually the one that I feel like people take a lot of information from.
They do. And she sent me
and
a lot
then she don't get the credit.
Yeah, I shout her out as much as I can. But yeah, she most definitely hit me up all the time, making sure I get my story right. So I shout her out for sure.
They say your name, okay. They say your name, okay. Time out, bitch. Clout chase. You don't clout chase. Steady clout chase. Steady clout chase. Steady clout chase. Clout.
You know what I'm saying? It's just the truth out now. Let it die now.
No, for sure.
You know what I'm talking about? Like, no, I'm saying like the truth out there now. Let it die now. What you gonna get on here and keep on? What we gonna keep on arguing about this shit or what happened? Like, it's over with. I told the story. That's the real story. The story that I told is the story. Look on Lord Truth. Look on Lord Truth. Look on Lord Truth. Look on Trap Lord Ross.
So it was on the Loyalty and Betrayal channel.
If you want to help support this channel, the godmother of documentation, Loyalty and Betrayal, all you gotta do is scan the QR code for the Cash App or the PayPal, and I will receive those funds directly without YouTube getting half of the proceeds. and it would be greatly appreciated. And all funds will go back into making more content for this channel and for y'all's entertainment. Thank you.
Y'all better get off my nephew like that, Drilly. Drilly's like the uncle to Little P. He loves him, he cares about him, but he wants to hit him upside the head. Constantly. Oh, hey, everybody that's sliding in. I appreciate y'all being here. But I am perturbed at this moment right now, so I want to do this. You know I'm right. I want to do this before I get started with the live because it's pissing me off. We're going to do this. Shout out to Drill Time TV for pointing this out to me because I didn't see it. I had to go look for it. 50,000 people got lied to about who baby mama is. And as soon as I saw this, I made a comment, of course. Then I refreshed my page. And lo and behold, here it is again. All y'all do is tailgate, hold hands, sing here we go around the merry-go bush, whatever the fuck it is, the mulberry bush, the Mayflower tree, whatever the fuck it is, and little kitty games that y'all play. Y'all don't know how to do your own fucking research. God damn. Over 2 years ago, I went and looked her up. She was married to this guy for 18 months when she was killed. Do that look like OTF Jam to y'all? At all. Now let me say this respectfully also while I'm at it. She was 48 years old and a grandmother. Now, I'm not saying Jam can't be into a cougar. I'm just saying we already, Lord, irritate. That's all I can say. Y'all are irritating. Not y'all in my chat, but y'all the public who is too stupid. Too don't give a damn, whatever you want to call it. What do I got right now? I got 137 views on the video. What is it? Hold on. AK, you are slow. Oh my God. Hold on, right? Before the I'm live now, AK. Come on. Why don't you bring your people over here, your 10,000 million people you got? Yes, a lot travels fast. Too damn fast. Let me help y'all out. Let me mute myself so I don't echo here. What AK-47 was trying to show people last night. He started having technical difficulties on his channel, but I had sent him this. As you can see here, this is from Tay Capone, Tay 600, whichever way y'all want to call him. You can see right here, October the 26th of 2024. I played this.
People, folk. I know all of these people, folk. I know Jam too. I used to fuck one of Jam baby mamas. She got killed. She was a male lady. She got killed earlier this year. I used to fuck Jam baby mama. But that was I was fucking her before that was his BM. He came home from that 12-year bid and got her pregnant. I was already fucking her first. So I don't even want to say it like that. That was just his BM. You know what I'm saying? But I was nailing that. Marty, people, folk.
All right. So I sent him that. And I asked because y'all, the public, were believing Rangers News and all the other bloggers that were putting out false information on Octavia Redmond. I didn't know nothing really about Jam's baby mama, but I knew it was not Octavia Redmond. So I asked him, can you please let the public know that you were not talking about Octavia Redmond when you said this? It's every place that she is his baby mama, and she wasn't. I have the paperwork, and there's nothing about anybody wearing a wire that's been released to the public. The next day at lunchtime, he hits me up. He says, this is not his baby mama. Then he says, his baby mama is a totally different male lady. And he sent this little clip. This is Jam's baby mama, not Octavia Redmond. Then I hit him back and I said, thank you. Can you please tell the public Octavia has gotten married 18 months before she was killed. Her husband and family don't need her to be pulled into this. Thank you. And he said, for sure. And then he went to his YouTube channel and he made a video about it, trying to correct the whole public from all the nonsense that they were doing. I did this, like I said, this was over 2 years ago it was 2 years ago when I hit him up, but I had published the content about Octavia Redmond. I did one in July and one in August of 2024. Okay, now, like I said, I never did a story on Michelle, I'm not sure how she pronounced it, Williams, because by the time everybody was blaming Octavia Redmond for being Jam's baby mama, I didn't want to really stir anything back up again. But as you can see here, it says that she was killed March the 20th of 2024, whereas Octavia Redmond was killed in July of 2024. 4 months difference. And just because they both worked under the post office umbrella, all of a sudden, you, the public, want to try to switch them up. Now, go back and watch the other two videos that I've already posted, the ones that are from over 2 years ago, and it will explain Octavia Redmond was a newlywed. She had her whole entire brand new husband, and it was not OTF Jam, period. But see, folks don't watch my content. They too busy watching the big channels. They too busy watching the big channels. Now see what you get with the big channels? But guess what? Them big channels don't give a damn. They don't. I'm sorry, but they just don't. Like I said, I never researched Jam's baby mama, just basically because there was too much. Oh, my microphone got loud. Okay. That's because that was a video and this is my microphone and I'm live. I'm live. All right. Who liked my thumbnail? Who liked my thumbnail? Let me see here. Put it up there. Put her on the plates, Pop. Put her on the plates. That thumbnail actually tells the whole story. But as always, I'm the one with all the paperwork. I don't know why either one of them was killed. I'm still stuck on being appalled that, just think of it like this. If that was your mother, your aunt, your sister, your cousin, your daughter, and she's brutally murdered, and you can look at it from either female's point of view. Now you know, or the husband's point of view. Now you're connecting Octavia Redmond to a guy that just got out of prison, and she's a newlywed and a grandmother. Or you can look at it from the other way and say, oh, I ain't even getting credit for having this man's baby. They giving it to some grandma. I'm sorry, who is beeping me? Hold on. So this is, I don't know. I don't know. How can he get my attention in the chat when he's in my DM? I did answer you. Dude, I'm gonna take off your label. No, the public is. Bloggers. And you are such a man. You write sentence fragments and just think that I'm supposed to understand what the hell you're saying. That only works when we're dealing with our children or we're dealing with y'all cheating on us. That's the only time it works. We can figure it out then. I don't know why. Because they're bloggers and they like to lie. Dude. Nope. Y'all fixing to find out who was in my picture, right? Yeah, I don't even think he knows that I posted it. That's how much he really don't pay attention to my goddamn channel. It's not a mix-up when you've been told over and over. And Tay Capone has enough subscribers on Instagram and on YouTube. He's already said it. He went and made a video after I asked him to make a video about it. He went and made a video and told everybody that this is the Williams lady is Jam's baby mama that Tay Capone used to fuck with. Octavia Redmond was not the same person. But it's just easier. Like I heard Wendy Sash say, somebody sent him a link to 1090 Jake, and I heard 1090 Jake say, oh, I watched DJ Academics. Okay. Now I could say, well, DJ Academics is a dumbass motherfucker that don't know shit. But the thing is, you are all responsible for your own content that you put up on your own channel, no matter where you're getting it from. Period. Who killed her? Hold on and I'll tell you. I'll show you. Hold on. Like I said, I did not research her. It says a 28-year-old mail carrier who was killed March the 20th of 2024. Victim to arrest. Okay, here we go. 29-year-old Kyron, K-I-R-A-U-N Williams, was charged with first-degree murder after he was arrested in Las Vegas by the FBI. Tyshawn Boyd, who was 28 years old, charged with possession of a stolen motor vehicle and unlawful use of a weapon. And Alexis Hernandez, which is a female, 20 years old, charged with obstructing justice. The ones that killed Octavia were teenagers. So as far as all these rumors that they killed Jam's baby mama because this, that, and the third, there is no paperwork on it. I can't say whether it's true or not that it's connected to OTF and Dirk and anything like that. I can't. What I can say is that it was the bloggers, once they found out she had been killed, which they didn't really find out about it right away. It was more closer to the time when Octavia Redmond had gotten killed. But the bloggers had started hearing little gossip or whatever, and I don't know if it was because of a funeral or what it was, but whatever it was, started hearing about Jam's baby mama got killed. That's when they started saying, oh, Jam wore a wire and he's snitching on Dirk and walk the bam. Okay. About that time is when Octavia Redmond got killed. So everybody back then, 2 years and so many months ago, grabbed Octavia Redmond's picture and was posting it up. This Jam's baby mama, this Jam's baby mama. And this is to prove to y'all how DJ Academics, 1090 Jake, Wendy Sash, and anybody else who posts up that damn picture of the wrong female does not do any fucking research before they start pointing fingers and making accusations. Because if you can't even get the victim, who is the most important person in the situation, if you can't even get the victim correct, who was the damn victim? Why give any credence to anything else that's said after that? I mean, those of y'all that's been around me for a long, many years, y'all used to hear me say it. It only takes one lie. I'm not going to try to figure out the rest of your story. I ain't got time for that. I'm turning it off. I'm switching channels. I don't care if the rest of your story is 100% on cue. I ain't got time to figure it out. If you can't get the damn victim correct, shut the fuck up. Period. How disrespectful that is. So the whole time, this newlywed man is trying to bury his wife of 18 months all over social media. It's got her picture next to Jam's picture saying, Jam's baby mama. That was so freaking disrespectful. And it's come all up again. And guess what? These dumb ass fucking bloggers didn't learn shit in 2.5 years. Not a fucking thing. Y'all got my throat hurting and I ain't even started the paperwork. That's right. I made a video July of 2024 and I made a video August of 2024. And the crazy thing is when that was going on, I had other content that I was wanting to make. And something just kept telling me, research this lady, see if you can figure out what happened, why it happened, whatever, whatever. And I re-uploaded the 2 videos that I made 2.5 years ago. And then even after that, October comes around. 2 months later, people are still saying the same shit. I got to reach out to Take Capone and ask him, can you please make a video about this? And then after that, I didn't hear about it no more. But I'm going to repeat something. I'm not going to say who said it, but I'm going to repeat something somebody said in my DMs today. He said, you the queen. You got to set the record straight. I sent a laughing emoji. I says, if anybody ever watched and listened. He come back and he said, we talking about legit drug heads and grown folks with the attention span of a 12-year-old. Address it again, at least so the truth can get out there for the culture. In referencing to Octavia Redmond. And that's a Chicagoan. Y'all very rarely will see him comment in my chat. But he has my cell phone number too. And has actually invited me to come up there and stay with him and his wife for a visit. So, again, if I've never stepped foot in Chicago and I'm 1,000 miles away and I can get my information straight, what's up with all you big ass fucking bloggers? They're still grieving, exactly right. And the bloggers don't care. Shut up. Shut up. Shut the fuck up. You jealous? You jealous? You meet me halfway? Well, make me play. I'll make you blush. I'll make you blush right there in the chat. Bastard. I can't believe you said that. Somebody answer Slime U12 for me, please, because I know I just spent 28 minutes speaking that. I guess they didn't hear me. Now, let me say this before I get started on the paperwork. I'm going to say it as elementary as possible. Because like some idiot in my comment section already said when I put up about Little P getting arrested and stuff, talking about if this was OTF, you'd be cheering it on. Look, you didn't hear me say free nephew. And it's not an OTF thing. It's a little dirt thing. I think I've made that clear. So I'm going to make this clear as well, because I try to make everything clear. And y'all are welcome to y'all's opinions, and I'm okay with that. Okay. Oh. You asked me who that is? Hold on. Mr. Chicago don't have an answer. I'm got to give it to him. Was it you that bugged me to do that? I told you I don't remember. I got amnesia. You gonna meet me halfway? You gonna meet me halfway? Let me find out. You asked me that question because you over there watching them bastards. Them fucking lying ass bloggers. You better keep at least one screen open that's giving me a view over here. See, I knew that's what you was doing, bastard. In my Kanika Jenkins mama's voice. Them bastards. All right. Sorry, I had a side conversation going on. He not my baby daddy. And he still ain't answered me whether he gonna meet me halfway or not. Is it? Let's go all the way. Okay, anyway, let me just stop. I gotta say this, I gotta put this disclaimer out here. I cannot say infinitively that OTF Boonie Mo has made any statements. What I'm going to do is show you the proof and evidence of what took place in the incident that you see on the thumbnail on the screen. You come up with your own conclusions. It ain't that hard. Let me ask y'all something real quick. I just had a thought. Did Jam get locked back up after his baby mama got killed? Or was it before? I think it was before, but I could be wrong. No, it was. Might have been after. Shit, I don't know. Divine? Yep, right. Divine. Ding ding. Oh, did you just ask that way? I'm sorry. Lord. Actually, I was gonna tell. I forgot to hit you back up. I needed to hit you back up. I said you got to work this into your timeline. Let me see. I got so many tabs open right now between my live, my research, AK, and everybody else asking me things. Let's see. Where did I put it? Where did I put you, Divine? Let's see. I didn't make any notes on it either. I was just reading it. Is it gonna open? Open it. Push the button, bitch. No. Oh my god. It just closed back up on me. Son of a bitch. Alright. That's okay. That y'all are going off of, and this is no disrespect to AK because AK and I, as you are clearly, we talk a lot behind the scenes. I'm asking Divine because mistakes are made. You got locked up in 23 of May. That's what he said. That's my point. I would like to see proof. So anyway, that's where I'm at with that. All right, let me take this banner down because it's like I didn't even know it was really on, and it's like tweaking my eyes over here. I'm gonna be reading paper. Baby Tsunami, I ain't seen you in a hot minute. Erica, what's up? What's up? Look, Erica, I can climb a tree if I want to, okay? I'm just gonna say it like that. All right. All right, let's get remove. Oh, I guess I gotta pull the paperwork up or something that would be appropriate. Hold on. Okay. She got killed in March. Okay. I still got the old timeline sitting up. I leave it open up over here so I can reference back to it all the time. All right. Flocka got arrested on March the 11th. Boogie got arrested May the 23rd. June the 9th, Ken gets killed. All right, a year before, this is May the 3rd of 23, Jam was arrested for the UUW by convicted felon. I'm looking at the old one, so forgive me. May 28th of 23 is when Jam's interview got released on YouTube. 2 days later, Ken was arrested. A month later, little Fred gets arrested. A month later, Dee Dee gets arrested. 3 months later, the indictment for Stephon Mack. Okay. Let me pull this up. Boonie Mo. Now, I'm gonna read out all the points of everything, but the biggest thing Jamal, I'm gonna say there's no proof yet, but in my opinion, I would say yes because he was arrested for a gun by a convicted felon. He had violated his sexual predator thingy. He had all kinds of charges, and then he got released. Okay, whatever. Okay, that's just my opinion. I ain't gonna stop to pull up his shit right now because I got all this other shit I got going on. So Mona Duke probably would have if I'm just gonna say it like this: if the Nesbitt girls didn't get a hold of Mama J, know who I'm talking about. All right, now this paperwork I had to purchase it. It had to be purchased from Nebraska, and it's crazy because when we get down here, you see these little blue links. If I click on them now, nothing, right? But at the time, I got all these documents because it had a weird little clause to it. It said only going to be available, I think it was 24 hours. I've never seen that before. Weird. Anyway, this is the biggest main thing that I want you guys, I'm going to be saying it because I know it's going to be hard for y'all to read, but I want y'all to be keeping up with. And that's going to be the case ID number. Okay? Just keep up with the last 4 digits. This one says 7370. There's only 2. Divine, I never went back. What I wanted to do, and that's why I didn't end up calling you, because what I was going to do is see exactly if I could pinpoint what date that case number changes. Okay? So, this says, filed October the 26th of 2023 by the county prosecutor. Then it says this case was closed December the 4th of 2023. It was disposed as preliminary waived. Original appearance was October 27th of 2023. Then it lists the attorneys. Now, offense information. Count 1. Possession of cocaine, 140 grams or more. Now, the reason why this is in pink is I want you to notice there's a semicolon here. Did they redact something out? Did they make it typographical? I don't know. I don't have magic powers like that to tell you. What I can tell you is that it was listed as a Class B felony and that the offense took place on October the 25th of 2023. So, 2050s, it took place, he sat in the holding tank a day, and then he made his original appearance on the second day in front of a magistrate judge, I'm sure. But in Nebraska, a Class 1B felony, which that's what it says right here, carries a mandatory minimum sentence of 20 years in prison and a maximum penalty of life, according to the Nebraska legislature. Individuals convicted of this class of felony are not eligible for probation. I'm trying to keep up with y'all's comments too. Probably not going to do a good job of it, so y'all forgive me. So his 2 bricks in Nebraska is a mandatory minimum 20 years. Okay? This is the arresting officer, which is Nicholas Jarowski. Bond information. 10% of the bond that they awarded him on November the 6th of 2023 was $500,000. Now, these are going to be a listing of all the fees and stuff, and there's just no need to read all this stuff, okay? Payments made to the court. And for those of y'all that's ever been in trouble, y'all know what this is. $1 for this and $1 for that. The indigent defense fee, $3. Legal aid services fund, $4.25. Y'all know how every state has this stuff, okay? Bond appearances. November the 6th of 2023, he gave it was $45,000 was a check, and then it says $5,000. And then there was $5,000 bond fees. And it reiterates it right here. Now, this just goes into the list of things that kind of took place. Preliminary hearing and all this stuff, okay? Like I said, I have a copy of every one of these documents, okay? So that's those 5 documents. Now, let me take that back up to the top. 7370. $56.63. Case ID done changed case numbers. This says felony bindover filed on December the 11th of 2023. This case is closed as of August the 1st of 2025 because of a guilty plea. Antonio Jones. Now, a felony bindover is a judge's decision at a preliminary hearing that moves a felony case from a lower court to a higher trial court. This happens because the judge finds enough proof, called probable cause, that the accused person committed the crime. What happens during the bindover? The lower court will review, the judge checks the basic facts and the police evidence. The state must show it is likely a crime happened and the defendant did it. This standard is much lower than proving guilty beyond reasonable doubt. It's only probable cause. Then the case will get transferred. If the judge agrees that there is enough proof, the case is bound over to a higher court. Okay? Now, let me get this big again so y'all can read with me. Possession of cocaine, 140 grams or more. Again, there's that space. Class 1B felony. Amended to attempt of a Class 2 felony with another big space and a semicolon, which is a Class 2A felony. Okay? The Class 2A felony carries a maximum of 20 years with no mandatory minimum and no specific fine mandated. But we going from over 140 down to less than 10. This is just a summary page. We're going to get to the details of what took place. The jail minimum sentence is 7 years, and the maximum is 15 years. There was a bench warrant issued January the 24th of 2025 for Boonie Mo, Antonio Jones. His sentencing was scheduled for August the 1st of 2025. He paid that bond that they were talking about, whatever, okay? Now we're going through all the financials again. They refunded the bond. I have all this information, so we're going to go over that on each individual page. Okay. Okay, hold on, I'm coming. Eddie, what's up? What's up? Okay. You have that on the new one, huh? I don't have it open. All right. Let me see. Okay. Put this back. Put it back. Put it back. Put it back. Okay. Wait, what? look, I will say this. I didn't get to, I had to watch AK's live in parts, but that's what we were talking about today, earlier today, this afternoon or whatever. How much of what he has said, I had said, and we didn't even know the other person had said it. But I had just literally said, Jam and all these guys, those were D things guys. Those were not Dirk's guys. And Mr. Somebody, if he wants to pop back up, if he ain't over there too busy watching them other bloggers, can tell you, we were on the phone almost a week ago, the day we had Chloe's birthday. And we were talking, and he was like, after D Thing died, all of a sudden, Dirk was hanging around with different people. I had a live, and I talked to y'all about this shit. All right, hold on. Y'all got me bouncing to many different ways. Hold up. All right. $2024. I got no problem opening it up in my email, but my computer it's acting stupid. So hold on. Make it bigger. All right. She's saying, right, look at what happened in the month of June. It says, yes. All right, so let me back this up. This is the new timeline. February 2024, Dirk marries India. March the 2nd, the grand jury for the Little Pop case. March the 6th, Preston Powell gets arrested at the Stephon Mack murder. March the 11th, Flocka gets arrested. March the 20th, OTF Jam's baby mama gets killed. May the 23rd, Boogie is arrested. May the 23rd, Boonie Mo is granted a motion to continue. June of 2024, the grand jury convenes in California for the first and second superseding indictments. June the 9th, Ken is killed. June the 11th, Boonie Mo is granted a motion to continue due to a plea offer. Okay. July 17th, Boonie Mo requests a motion. Okay, yeah. All right, gotcha. Y'all see, hit that button. Yeah, but was D-Thing there too? Yes. Yeah. Just ask Google Chrome. I'll tell you. Ask them about those guys right there. All right. So this is the warrant. October the 25th of 2023. Warrantless arrest. I'm sorry. This is not the warrant. This is just the arrest affidavit. Possession of controlled substance, possession with intent, no drug tax stamp. So they actually started out with 3 charges. Okay. Now this is a one paragraph, but it doesn't go into details. Not too much anyway. On October 25th of 2024 at approximately 5:40 a.m., DEA task force officer. There we go. That's what because I had to go look it up to make sure. Brian Miller displayed a badge and identified himself as a police officer and had consensual contact with Jones related to a new red suitcase still showing retail tags and no markings to identify an owner of the suitcase. Jones was observed moving the suitcase from the rear luggage hold to the front luggage hold of the bus. Jones advised Miller he was traveling from California to Chicago. This is where it's going to get into details. During the conversation, Jones admitted to having marijuana with him. A search of Jones' backpack revealed approximately 1 ounce of marijuana. Jones stated that the red suitcase was not his and later identified a black suitcase that was his. Jones was informed by the task force officer Miller that marijuana would be placed in evidence and he was free to leave. So he took off walking down the road. Miller attempted to locate the owner of the red suitcase by checking with everyone boarding the bus and in the bus station. Miller noted that Jones did not reboard the bus as he should have, and Jones was no longer in the area of the bus station. The suitcase was considered abandoned, and a search of the suitcase revealed 2 kilos of a currently unknown substance will be field tested in a controlled area. The suitcase Jones claimed as his was identified by another person. That person consented to a search, and it was determined that the black suitcase belonged to her and not to Jones. After the bus departed, investigators located Jones approximately 3 blocks east of the bus station, about to get in an Uber. Jones was detained and advised of his rights. Jones requested his attorney. Investigator Jaworski is assisting TFO Miller with the booking portion of the arrest, as TFO Miller is a federal task force officer. Investigator Jaworski was present during the contact with Jones at the bus station and near 12th and Jackson. Okay, they signed that. Well, if he wasn't alone, did nobody jump up to claim? And I mean, look, the buses have got footage. They can see who's sitting on the bus with you. So apparently, if anybody else was with them, they weren't sitting with him. Now, this is just another arrest order. No bond. Okay? That's what that says. All right, we're back under $73.70. Okay, this is the actual criminal complaint. Let me get it big enough so y'all can see it. Okay. Here it is right here. 7370. Okay. The state of Nebraska hereby complains to the court that Antonio Jones is alleged to have violated the following laws of the state of Nebraska: manufacturing, delivering, or possession with the intent to distribute cocaine class 1B. Says it all over again. It says he did then and there knowingly or intentionally manufacture, distribute, deliver, dispense, or possess with the intent to manufacture, distribute, deliver, or dispense a controlled substance, specifically cocaine, in the amount of 100 140 grams or more in violation of Nebraska law. Okay. All right. So this one here is 7370. He's in custody. His counsel, prosecutor. He's been advised of all his charges and possible penalties. Defendant will hire his own counsel to be determined. So Kathleen is public defender. There we go. Then he goes on and says the $500,000 is the bond. Probable cause was presented and accepted by the court. The case continued. The next hearing was going to be December the 5th, 2023. And this is on October the 27th of 2023. Commitment in default of bail. You are ordered to receive into the Douglas County Correctional Center. Keep him until discharged by due course of law charges. It has everything. He's allowed to do a $500,000 bail. A lot of these are going to be irrelevant, but I'm just going to show them to y'all anyway, since they were paid for. How's that? So, release after the execution of $500,000, the deposit of a clerk in cash or other qualified security in the amount of not less than $25 or $10, 10% of the bond. Then it goes into the rules. If you do post bond, you gotta obey the court's orders and appear back to court, or you're gonna get a new charge. This is his elementary school signature. That shit trips me out when I see these guys' handwritings all the time. It's crazy. 7370. This is his official order to come back to court in December. All right, what is this one? This is 7370. This is him signing and agreeing about the what he's got to pay to get the bond. There we go. $50,000. This apparently on November the 3rd is when the bond got paid for him. So as of November the 3rd of 2023, he bonded out. Okay. And if y'all don't remember, we did go all over all these documents on my original channel. 7370. He says, I understand that I'm being charged with the 140 grams. And he signs this. Preliminary hearing date, December the 5th. Okay. Now he's gotten an attorney named Michael Wilson. I used to have a moderator named Michael Wilson. I don't know if anybody's around that remember that. Charlize might be the only one. He used to tell everybody he was my cousin because that donkey was telling everybody I was related to the Wilson brothers out on the west side of Chicago. Tell me again, Goofy. I don't know nothing about no guys from the Chicago west side. Okay. So now this is December the 5th. This is just like a cover sheet as to what's to come. Okay. Oops. This is the 5663. This was filed December the 11th of 2023. See, this is what I don't understand, Divine. They give it a different case number. I think that's when things were agreed upon, but I could be wrong because I'm not in Nebraska. Still saying 140 grams, so at this point. But I was never able to figure out why they gave it a different case number. All right, so this is December the 12th of 2023 was when it was filed, but it was done on the 5th. Okay. 140 grams. Copy of the arrest warrant. Should be everything we already covered. Okay. I know I did see on one of these pages when I was going over them, it says about amended charges. I just don't remember which one it was. That's okay, because we're going to hit them all. That's his rules for the bond. His agreement to those rules. His new attorney. That's her, them switching out attorneys, basically. And they paid $50 for whatever. Okay. This is the pre-trial conference, which was, and this is at 5663, February the 1st of 2024. So let me go back over here. February. Okay, pre-trial. Okay. So December 22nd, he was ordered to come back on February the 1st, but he's out on bond. Just so y'all know. And so if y'all are wondering, why do we need to know when he's in and out? So we know if he got his hands dirty with anything while he was out. That's why. 5663, February the 1st. Comes now the defendant. And hereby moves for this court for an order permitting defendant to inspect, copy, photograph, or otherwise obtain the following items. His statement, if any, reports of developments or received by law enforcement agencies. Basically, this is his discovery. Defendant's prior criminal record, any names and addresses of witnesses, y'all right, whose evidence the charges are based upon, the result of the reports of the physical or mental examinations, documents, papers, books, accounts, letters, photographs, all the evidence under the Brady law, and any information if there's any jailhouse witnesses. This is just a generic, just so y'all don't get excited, think about a bunch of crazy stuff. All that's basically saying is we want the discovery. It's not saying all those things have actually taken place. So here's February the 1st, 5663. He waives his right to an arraignment. The attorney writes almost as bad as Boonie Mo. Okay. Y'all know I'm gonna clown these guys for their handwriting. Mine ain't great, but at least I put an attempt. Pre-trial, to continue the pre-trial. This is the next day on this February the 2nd. This matter came before the court on the first day of February. Defendant's motion to continue pretrial conference. Why is the defendant asking for a continuance? What happened to y'all all want speedy trials? Order for arraignment and discovery and pretrial conference. And he's pleading not guilty still. 5th day of April of 2024. Now we have a motion to suppress. This is his complaints about everything. He wants to suppress all the evidence. Suppress them 2K. Okay? Please do. It says officers lack reasonable suspicion, probable cause, and valid consent to search the defendant's person and property. Any evidence obtained from any search was in violation of the 14th Amendment. Now, this is to show y'all. This is what attorneys claim. So them claiming this all over OTF Dirk trial don't mean shit, because the cops already said they got his permission, and he said, well, I got an ounce of weed on me. So they already got his permission to search his body. And when he abandoned his suitcase, he got the right to search that. Any statements that the defendant made to law enforcement were obtained in violation of his 5th and 14th Amendments. Okay, whatever. He said he wanted his attorney. They didn't talk to him no more. It ain't that hard. Now we have another motion to continuance. Motion to suppress, scheduled for May 24th of 2024. They're asking to bump it back a half a month to a month. The state informed the defense of outstanding discovery that should be available soon. This discovery could affect plea negotiations. Boom, boom, boom. So they decided to continue it to June the 11th. That's another, thought I was reading this. So on June the 11th, it's currently set for June the 11th, but now the attorney got sick, or his wife's sick with COVID. So they're asking, counsel for state does not object to this continuance. So now they're asking for another continuance. This one, June the 10th. The court finds the defendant's motion to continue the suppression hearing is hereby granted to July the 17th. Now, filed on July the 16th, the day before, whatever you want to call it, he decides to withdraw that motion, and he have now decided to agree to a plea agreement, which was, again, July 16th of 2024. So, let me backtrack over here. Which is a month after Ken gets killed, and a month before Quando Rondo pleaded guilty to drug charges and sentenced to 2 years and 9 months. And Boogie gets arrested in August as well. Okay. Are we keeping up? Look at State sliding in on me. How are you going to sit on live for 40 minutes implying somebody's a rat with no proof? I don't know who he's talking about, but, or she, or whatever, whoever they are. And did I imply a damn thing? I said clearly, you should have been here for the beginning. I said clearly, I can't say this man did a goddamn thing. I says, all I can do is read the goddamn paperwork and y'all can make up your own fucking mind. So if you don't like it, bitch, I'm the one with the microphone. Shut the fuck up. They reached a plea agreement. Period. July 17th. So they officially withdrew the other stuff they were asking to withdraw. Okay. And it ain't been 40 minutes, bitch. It's been over an hour. Look at your clock better. Are you cross-eyed motherfucker or what? July the 18th. Okay. It is ordered that a pretrial conference is scheduled for July the 24th. Okay. Boom, 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 boom. This is where July the 24th of 2024 is when they announce. It's already been discussed and decided upon with the plea agreement, but this is when they publicly announce the amended information. It says the attempted distribution, delivery, or manufacture, possession with intent to deliver cocaine under 10 grams, which is the class 2A felony. So now, in my opinion, this is a lie. It should be worded differently. Because on October the 5th of 2023, he was not found with less than 10 grams. You should say, we are going to amend this and only charge him for 130 grams less than what we actually found him with. Yatch. Don't get me started. I made him put it in my paperwork. All right. They had the pretrial on WebX. The next time, let's see, the next pretrial conference scheduled in the above caption matter is continued on the defendant's motion to September 19th of 2024. I'm not sure why they're having pretrial conferences when they've already agreed on a plea agreement, but hey, it's your courthouse. You can do what you want to. Do what you want to. You could do, all you had to do is strike a plea. Plea, yes. Amended information, yes. Defendant waives 24-hour service of reading of the amended information. That's the amended information. Says he pled guilty and a PSI is ordered. There you go. Tell him, CTA, it's your witness. They can say what they want to, type what they want to, lie if they want to. He's still out on bond at this point. September the 19th of 2024. Go to Nebraska and get busted with 2 kilos of cocaine, and you can stay out on bond even after you pled guilty. All right. That's how we do it in Nebraska. Okay, this is just let's see. That's the return of a warrant that was for earlier before. This is the order of the sentencing hearing to be taking place on August the 1st of 2025. It says they took a DNA sample. He was sentenced 7 to 15 years for under 10 grams. He gets credited 31 days. You'd be cheesing too if it happened to you. This is just writing it out differently, but it's still the same thing. And what did he say? You know that we did it. August the 5th of 2025. And August, he got his sentencing. This is when the judge accepted it. Wait a minute. Return transport. Judgment and sentencing sentences orders served service type. I guess it gets transferred to jail there. Okay. What is this one? Oh, this is so that they could sign it. They gave back the $50,000. And all right, here we go. It says defendant was ordered to appear in said court on January the 24th of 2025 for sentencing. This was before the August one. And the defendant did not comply with such order. That's why they put that warrant out for his arrest. So he didn't show up for court on January the 24th, 2025. That's when y'all should have pulled that fucking plea deal. Why would they not pull a plea deal when you didn't show up for sentencing? Why did they put a warrant out for you and then take another 7.5 months to give you your sentencing? What took so long? What took so long? What took so long? I think we did it for y'all. So here's the warrant issued because he didn't show up. Louis died the next month or a couple of weeks later. All right, here we go. A month after he didn't show up for court, 4 voicemail messages were left on the California, United States. Over there at the judges, that's when they were threatening the judges and stuff, okay? And then the Assistant State's Attorney's Office got their threats in April, 2 months later. Sounding like Dirk's biggest fan over here that I got in my chat, or in my comments, excuse me. May the 1st, the second superseding indictment. May the 11th, 25, is when Monaduke gets killed and Youngin gets killed. May the 13th, Duty Low gets shot. That's when he got shot in the ass, right? In Atlanta. May the 26th, Apple Watch was purchased and activated that was found in Dirk's custody illegally while he's locked up. The following month, June 19th of 2025, TTE. Leash. What is that? I don't know what that is. Okay. Gleesh. Where did I leave off? Okay. Gets killed. There we go. That's his bench warrant. Okay. August of 25. LA sees the watch from Dirk. August the 1st is when he gets sentenced. The next day, OTF Una gets arrested for the murder, kidnapping, and robbery. Now, let's go there. How many years I said it now? 3? I was informed 3 years ago. This is who wore the freaking wire after he shot the kid in Atlanta at the mall. And he made statements, and he picked up Dirk saying about getting guns in Atlanta and sending them back to Chicago. And after this incident happened, he thought he was going to get off, like they were just going to slap him on the wrist and say, behave while you're out there. He thought he was Trench's News, that he was just going to get to keep committing crimes and go back out in the free world. And because that didn't happen, now he's reneging on everything he said. Okay, so August the 6th, Boonie Mo gets transported. I should be saying 2025, but that's okay. We'll forgive you. 2 months later, Bezu gets killed. 2 months later, Wu gets killed. And then we're rolling into 2026. Oh, let me quit showing all this too much because I ain't even got a watermark on, and these motherfuckers be done stole the shit. Let me look what y'all are saying over here. Let me just do this. Makes more sense now. When he was got off the bus, he was like, oh shit. And then he was like, yeah, boy, less than 10 grams. Like I said at the beginning of this live, I can't say whether he did one thing or another because I don't have that information. What I have is his paperwork, and y'all are feel free to come to your own conclusions. It was me, Cherry Pie. I bought the watch. I sent it to him because you know I'm really a Dirk fan. Let him hash. What's his name? Hash him. Say it. Tell it. He said I was really a fan of Dirk's. But okay. Yup. Yup. Got out the same month. I know he did not. I know he did not. I know they just split. If you innocent and don't know why I'm having a fit over here, please forgive me. To a point. to a point. Where am I? Oh, I'm looking at the wrong thing. I'm in the wrong folder. Hold up. Wait a minute. Let me help you out. And you might understand why I feel like you're just trying to test me. Where the fuck are these bitches at? We're gonna go to the Matrix real quick. Hold on. Let me take your poor comment off there. Hold on. We're gonna go into the Matrix, just so I ain't gotta flip screens and everything. Real quick here. This is my Stefan Mac folder, okay? Uh, 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 hold on. Damn. I always do this when I get put on the spot, when I put myself on the spot. My brain goes blank. It's like, where the fuck did I put it? It's in the folders over here. That's what it is. But I ain't gonna try to figure out which one. But okay. I'm gonna show you a smidgen. I am the only person who paid for everything. They stole all this shit from me. Yes, I had my watermark on it. This is straight from, you can see these numbers right here. That's the authorities numbers that's on here, okay? Now I'm gonna shut up real quick and let it play. Look, I can't zoom in because I'm not on my program. Look, they still don't notice that fucking white van, do they, folks? They still don't notice that white van that we picked up from the other camera. Look, if I could zoom in right now, this guy done walked around to the back of his vehicle, parking diagonal on the street. A white van's gonna come up this way, driving on the wrong side of the freaking road. See it way down there. I don't even know what order these videos are in. If this is the right one or not, or if it's the other ones. I think it's the other ones. The extended one, yeah. But that van comes pulling up right here and gets on his cell phone. I'm the one that paid for it. I'm the one that went to CPD and got this. I'm the one that went to the feds and got all this stuff. Not anybody else. Every person out there that's got it stole it from me. Look, my number one troll's back. I was just talking about you. I hope your ears are ringing. Okay, you want to take the credit? Go ahead. I'm gonna let you take the credit. It wasn't my attorney, but okay. Go ahead. She'll love you even more than I do. Get her out of the hot box. I can't tell you why they did. Maybe they did question them. The bigger question is, where's that? There's my extended version. Hold on. All right. This one got it. See, y'all just don't know. I paid for this 2 times. Y'all helped me out. Some donations. Don't get me wrong. And I love the ones that helped out with the donations. Trying to find where is the other ones. Might be still sitting in my email. Is this it? Okay, yeah. Hold up. The question should be, did Benji Bundle get questioned before he got shot up? And what's up with little Fred over here? Okay? That's all you're getting out of that, because this ain't watermarked. How y'all gonna ask me if I ever got this, that, the third? I'm the only one that went and got it. No, it ain't. No, it won't. It'll take Gratitude, because y'all know he sits. This is the only time I could tell you he probably sits there with his little notebook. He's taking notes. Because what did you say, CTA? He says it in the same chronological order that I say the shit on my fucking channel. I don't know why y'all brag on these guys like it's something special to be killing somebody. %99 of y'all ain't got the balls to actually pull the trigger. And the 1% that does got the balls to pull the trigger, y'all, I'd say 0.5% of y'all is already mentally gone. Dirk did not slide for Vaughn. Dirk slid for his ego. Period. If Dirk would have been sliding for Vaughn, then that shit would have been handled by the end of 2020, before Christmas. Oh my God, you're not even in Chicago. Shut up. Boy, you need to catch up. Refresh your page. See, that's what you get for going over there to them bloggers and watching their shit in between, bouncing between my page and their page. Go ask them. I don't think I ever asked her. I think she volunteered that information. Think about it. The female that he got away with. I know these people ain't trying to tell me to do. I need to do homework. My troll is back. My troll is back. I know he's not because don't nobody, not even in Dirk's circle, preach and praise Dirk the way he does. Okay, I'm just saying. I know that's why I can tell his terminology, his verbatim, I mean his verbiage is not. It's not proper. It's not Chicago, and he's not confused. Yeah, it was my dog. That's what he got. He got my dog. That's why I really hate him. If y'all can't tell which ones in the chat are really from Chicago, y'all make me laugh. I'm sitting here looking at y'all's profile, little circle things going up. And I'm like, yep, that's Mr. Chicago, that's Mr. Chicago, that's it. And then the ones that ain't, that are trying to play like they is, y'all make me laugh. That's all. Dirt does not have the industry in anything. Nope, I don't find it weird at all. He didn't make anybody do anything. Oh, now you're gonna say you OTF too? Lord. Didn't you just tell me the other week that you living in California and you hoping you got picked for jury selection? So how are you sliding from Chicago to Atlanta while you living in LA? You thought I forgot that part, right? They were broke. They were broke. That's why they was out there doing grimy shit. That's why rest in peace, Bezu. But that's why Bezu was at a junkyard, a pick and pull, getting stuff for the car instead of just ordering it online from the dealership. I know I ain't fixing to walk in my group. Because I know them boys is up in my phone and it ain't take nothing for them to get back up in my computer. But y'all lucky I'm not still doing my lives from my other room where I was at because I'd pull it out right now and I would cock it and I would shoot it for you just so you could hear it. Y'all don't know me. Y'all really don't know me. Charlize, Divine, and Royalty are the three women that I probably told my deepest, darkest secrets to. And each one that I told something to, I've never told the others. They each had their own that they know about me. And it was proven, too. When Dirk went jail, they took down the mural. They know Dirk would have spanked them. So Dirk's gonna spank the city that he doesn't even fucking live in? You sound stupid. He can't spank it. He don't even know his kids. Are you kidding me? It's his party and he can cry if he wants to. Cry if he wants to. Cause every click gets me a new view. And my teeth, my screen just blacked out. Look, this is not AK's computer. Don't be playing with me. Hell no, I'm not in California. I'm in the dirty, dirty South. The real dirty, dirty South. Below the Mason-Dixon line. Oh, fuck, I want to go to California. If I went to California, I'm going to say it, Charlize. I'm going to say it, Charlize. I can't go to California. None of y'all know what I'm fixing, the person that I'm fixing to say it about. So don't go running off and say, oh, she said she's a Dirk. Nothing. This ain't got shit to do with Dirk. But Charlize knows who it is that I'm fixing to say something about. If I went to California, I would be risking not being able to behave myself and picking up a life sentence. And me and God have to work it out later. CTA Media is not the Fed. CTA Media literally has gone boots on the ground for me in one of my lives. Stop playing. CTA Media is, Lord. Look, now I know you ain't nobody in the street. Because that ain't even how a street person would say that shit. Divine, you know what I'm talking about? See, Divine stayed in my bushes for too many years. I don't know when she was actually started paying attention. Because I ain't going to lie, I actually said it on my channel a lot of time, my original channel. And let me put my disclaimer. I'm on site kills. Let me be real. Where's that? Let me be real. Nobody in Chicago, from Chicago, or ever been to Chicago would even pick a profile name like that. Let's just start there. Where my shit at? Hold on. Where is that? I just pulled it up for AK, so I know it ain't far away. Hold on. I bet you ain't even made it this far into the streets to where you got investigated and had your information taken to the federal Durkinson building when you live 1,000 miles away and ain't never been anywhere near it. But I did. This is the email attached to my original channel. And when was this? October 26, 2022. I received it So was it November of 2023? When I got my copy. They sent it to me a year afterwards. Grand jury. Don't play with me. Don't play with me. Stop playing with me. They did. What did I do? I proved Trench's News was a fucking liar on my channel. That's it. That's all. They holding my original channel hostage. They haven't deleted it, but they holding it hostage. I had almost 13,000 subscribers. My lives with Big Dale coming on my platform. My friend, Big Dale, Milkman's son. They used to call me several times a week on my cell phone. Don't tell me I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. I didn't say I got arrested. I still ain't never been to Chicago a day in my life. They investigated me. See, I don't read. You know what? Let me go back to that DM they sent me. What does it say? And this is from somebody from Chicago. Julie said it was a swinger, but okay. He said, "You're the queen. Got to set the record straight. We're talking about legit drug heads and grown folks with the attention span of a 12-year-old. I think you might have gave him too much credit. Because my kids, when they was 12, shit. They paid attention. All the wrong stuff, they paid attention. Yeah. It's not weird as fuck when you have a protected cooperator, number one, reports to the feds that you're doing something that you ain't doing. And then he tells the feds that Duck was the leader of the gangster disciples. And then he tells the feds after Duck gets killed that Cash took over the gangster disciples. And then when Cash gets killed, he gets G Skinny and Fat Shorty killed. And when Big Dale went after him, then he tries to get Big Dale and me both hemmed up. We were both investigated by the feds at the same time. Big Dale got brought in, but that was because of the shooting of his son. But it had to do with the lies that Trench's News was telling the feds. Now, if you don't know who Trench's News is, you don't know who Big Dale is, and you don't know who Milkman is, you ain't never been to Chicago. Where's my number one troll? He disappeared. Y'all scared him off? Milkman. Is he Googling up who Milkman is so he can come back and talk some kind of shit or what? Is that what he's doing? Oh, let me go see who the fuck the Milkman is in Chicago. Well, it's going to take you a minute to read because it's a big, long list. He's the one that took out Charles Dorsey. And then he got taken out. I actually got fed. Jamal, I'm not ignoring. I'm just can't read them all. I have family out in California, but there's just somebody out there that I just know that I would be tempted just to see if I could get away with it. He didn't slide out. He didn't slide out. He went to go Google up who the fuck is Milkman because he don't know shit. That's what he did. It's his birthday party. He can cry if he wants to. Wham, 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 wham. Let me see. Where's do I have it on my new channel? Let me see. I just had something pop in my head. Would it be a short? Let's see. Damn, y'all got me making shorts. I hate shorts. Good God, I hate shorts. There it is. Here you go. Here's two Chicagoans that even if you ain't really from Chicago, you should at least know who the fuck they are. I was on their platform way back. Let me mute myself. Hold up. This, y'all ever had one? I'm sorry, I'm laughing. Hold up. I don't know why it's jumping to a different one when I click on it. It's gonna. Fine, I'll just scroll.
They think it's pink.
Not tapping.
Oh, it's not that
Not
far.
tapping,
Okay.
and she's like,
Where is that? Where is that? Where is that? Where is that? I thought it was back before this.
not tapping, and she's like,
Should have known. Should have known. Y'all are late. Y'all are all scrambling around the internet.
not tapping, and she's
They think it's
crazy.
All right, y'all check. Mind you, all right. Mind you, Samuel's 10 years old. This little clip, I'm going to show you what I was saying way back in 2023. And then I'm going to show you the reality for 2026. That's the way the feds handle it.
So wait, are you saying there will be an OTF RICO coming down the pipeline?
Yes. Yes. I called that shit out in 2023 because I knew what I knew. Period. And we had already had discussions behind the scenes. They wanted me to get up on their platform and say it. There's a whole live on the Drea O's channel about it. No, nobody's ever contacted me to report anything, to testify about anything. No, they just took my whole shit and investigated it. They investigated where I lived at, my dual residency. They investigated my bank accounts. They investigated my IP addresses, like it says on that thing. Let me see. It says, my name and any other names that I've ever used, my screen names, my address, my mailing address, residential address, business address, and email address, length of service and types of services utilized on the internet, telephone and or subscriber number or identity, including any temporary assigned network address, for example, IP address, a MAC address, electronic serial number, mobile electronic identity number, mobile electronic identifiers, mobile identification numbers, subscriber identity modules, mobile subscriber integrated services, digital network number, international mobile subscriber identifiers, or international mobile equipment identities, and the means and source of payments or such service, including credit card or bank account numbers and billing records. They had to take all that information to the Durkinson building so they can investigate it. Me. With my broke ass. Well, this is when my attorney became my attorney. It's when all this happened. And attorneys have access to information, especially when the authorities are asking for information about their client. And so that's where I gained a lot of information about a lot of cases. I'm just going to say it like that because I wasn't locked up. I still had access to my computer. And I could go in and I could see what I saw, and what I couldn't see, she could show me. And now, if you had an attorney, ask them. And now, since then, the attorneys have to go into their case, all the cases now, and they're all password protected that are federal in Chicago. I don't know if it's for all of Illinois or just Chicago, but I know Chicago. Something like that. Allegedly. I take psych pills with butter. Okay. You get your ass hemmed up. You go get your ass hemmed up. I'm gonna have to send somebody else to go boots on the ground. You know, watch out. It was 3 o'clock in the morning, and you're walking down the street, CTA. And then some. And then some. Because they weren't password protected back then. That's what got my channel taken, my big ass fucking mouth. I ain't gonna lie. Y'all can't verify which comment I am addressing. So kiss my ass. Let the world tell it. That's how I know about Boonie. That's how I know about Kenny Mac. That's how I know about Bezu. That's how I knew about Mona Duke. There's, man, y'all better hope somebody. I hope I get my channel back. All that shit's on there. I don't drink. I don't drink. Big Red, that's it. I drink my Big Red, that's it. Divine, I need to take a trip to Texas. Why are they testing me in the damn chat? Why are they testing me? I don't know. That's got a broad definition. That's D-Love, that's what a lot of people keep telling me. They keep telling me that when the trial's over, they'll give me my shit back. So I know I ain't gonna keep stressing about it. It is what it is. Let them troll. It's a click. It's a click and a view. Oh, she picked a side. She picked a side. I got news tonight that she picked a side because somebody's not fucking with her anymore because she picked my side. Because she told that person that she wasn't going to stop fucking with me just because they didn't like me. So now they don't want to fuck with her. I haven't seen the live, but apparently that was on a live today. I don't know if it was an IG live. It must have been an IG live because I don't really go to IG like that, but that's what I was told. Ain't no admission of guilt nowhere. I'm on psych pills. And I didn't record a damn thing. Everything's in my mind or on some chicken scratch notes. And I can't even find the damn notes. So good luck. Come in here. Y'all got to go through the dog, the chickens, the damn turtle out there. And then when you get to the room, good luck. Because I don't even go in that room anymore. I just open the door and throw shit in there and close the door back. The whole chat's sharing psych pills. We all on psych pills tonight. I do. Look, Jamal, I do not like, I'm going to say, I don't know if he was in here, but you should have heard me say it before in your lifetime. You've been around long enough. When I'm watching a channel and I hear a lie, I ain't trying to figure out the rest of the shit. I change the channel. And I gave him a lot of tries, and all I kept hearing was lies. So I kept changing the channel, and I ain't never been back. It's probably been over 2 years since I've been to that man's channel. What y'all used to have over there, William? Before the pink panties and all that shit, y'all had the grenades, the SpongeBob, what was the other one? And the green grenades. Oh, that's right. Godmother, you don't know shit about the West Side. Okay. I stay purposely confused on all this miscellaneous shit. In my Monifa voice. God damn it. All right, y'all. We've been on here 2 fucking hours. I ain't had a 2-hour live in a hot minute. I will say this. Them alphabets playing with me enough. It had me looking at somebody sideways today. I ain't, I I did the adult thing and I hollered at him. And I feel better now. State, you supposed to be in bed. Oh, it's the weekend. Oh, shit. Y'all know what? Fucking AK made me late for work this morning because I stayed up listening to his crazy fucking ass over there. And I woke up when I was supposed to be clocking in. I had to haul ass to work. But I got to be back at work in the morning, so let me get the fuck off here. But in 27, we got go more to make you grow. I need to start you up. Let me stop. I almost told somebody's business on here. Just let me shut up. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm looking right now. Let me see. 1, 2, 3. I already forgot who I counted down. Hold on. 1, 2, 3. The mind makes 4. Four people I can see in the chat right now that actually has my cell phone number, and 2 of them's from Chicago. That's to me because only time I changed my phone number is when I got that fucking copy of that subpoena. Changed my number, changed everything, but because I don't like to change my numbers, being that I got my kids over in another state. I got some here, and I got some over there, but still, changing your number is a pain in the ass. But to actually give out my phone number to people, that's how much I talk to people, especially in Chicago. Come on. The Vicar is what they really after. The Vicar is what they really after. And look at you. Raise your hand if you're sure. I got more than that on my contact list in my phone. Yeah, they're gonna get hung on that bike. Somebody asked me the other day, I don't remember who. They said something about, what do I think about the Rico versus the Vicar and all that? I said, okay. The Rico is a 50-50 really, because, and I still say that just because I've seen Dirk get away with so many things. Do they need the Rico to get the Vicar? if they got just as much hard evidence for the Vicar that they have on this RICO, they don't necessarily need the RICO to get the Vicar because they have enough other potential RICOs that they can file. It would just make it a lot easier. Let me see here. Hold on. I just had a. No. Okay. Well, I can't say he's from over there because I was trying to see if my troll, if he was from somewhere, thinking because if dude decided to go live since I'm live, you know how he does his thing. Well, he's not live right now, so I gave him a lot of notes he'd have to take. It's going to take him a minute because you know he's on that 3rd grade reading level. All right, I'm going to get up out of here. I got a date with my vampires before I go to sleep tonight. I got to catch up and get some episodes in. Y'all think I'm playing about these vampires and shit, watching this fantasy shit. Y'all just don't know. Takes me away from all these psych pills I got to take. Let me see here. This man's got the worst case of ADHD for a full-grown man.
Because she.
I don't know if y'all could hear that or not. Y'all don't need to. It's not your business. Okay. All right. Appreciate y'all tuning in. Most importantly, y'all spread the word through all the places that you might see Octavia Redmond's picture and let them know that is not Jam's baby mama, because I do feel bad for that family, for both families. They have victims, and it's serious. It's not just, oh, it's just another name on the list. No, it's not. It's a whole real family. She had kids and grandkids, and the other one had kids. They ain't got their mamas now. And then they got the internet acting like asses. I ain't gonna get myself worked back up, because then I'll call one of y'all and be yelling and venting to y'all. But y'all stay safe and diligent. We're gonna get through this little thing called life. Appreciate y'all all being here, though. Till the next time.